Hello, welcome back to Vickie's Country Home. I have not been around much lately. Between my new goats, then I'll leave a video up there about that, and my work has been crazy. I have a bookkeeping business, and I now have 2 new clients and probably a third by the end of the week. It's crazy. So I have had to focus on that a lot. I have a business expo this Friday in town, which is an all-day event for small businesses, so I have not been anywhere around. But because of that, I just even haven't had a lot of time to do videos on meals or anything. And after I went into town today and it's cool weather, it's rainy, I thought, I want soup. That's really what I want to eat. So for supper, I'm going to make a soup. And I'm making this up as I go along, so it's going to be kitchen sink, whatever. But I decided, I usually do chicken soups, and I love those, and I do beef soups sometimes. For some reason, I kept thinking Italian sausage. So this is going to be an Italian sausage kitchen sink soup. So come on, let's see what kitchen sink stuff I'm going to throw in there. It's all out of the pantry and the garden. So let's get started. My local grocery throws this Italian sausage on sale every once in a while, and when they do, I stock up because we like it and it's really inexpensive. So what I'm going to do, I want to just break these out of the casings, because what I want to do is cut it into slices, brown it up, and that's going to be the meat. So the casing comes off real easy, and these slices are not going to be perfect, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be in a soup. And what's great about this is it's all out of my pantry and garden. So you can throw this together anytime. I have a lot of home dehydrated foods. I've got home canned chicken broth, home canned beef broth, bone broth that I'm going to use. But if you have fresh or you have canned from the store, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be good. So I'm going to get all these out of the casings and cut up, and then we will start throwing this soup together. Now, I recently had someone comment on one of my videos, how dare you use that cutting board that has mold all over it? Because it's got black marks. I promise you, this is not mold. This was Brian taking something off of the smoker that had been smoking all day and was very, very, very hot. And that's what caused the black on this cutting board. It is not mold, and it would be nice if people would ask before they start blasting because they think they know the answer. But no, this is not mold. This is just something very hot with a lot of smoke on it, and I have scrubbed it. I have run it through the dishwasher many times. It's just what it is. But this is my meat cutting board, and I'm not going to change it because of someone's opinion. So you'll just have to bear with me. But it is not mold. Okay, first step, I'm going to go over and brown this in the same pot that I'm going to make the soup, because I only want to wash one pot. So I'm going to brown this up, and then we'll start throwing in the kitchen sink. The first thing I'm going to do is I've put some olive oil in here. And I think it's pretty warm, so I'm going to start adding the sausage. Now while that's getting browned, I have my home canned beef bone broth. Oh, it smells so good. And I'm going to use 2 quarts of that. My little dog Tootsie Roll over here, isn't she cute? She has been having some trouble with her hips, and you can tell that she has pain. So I think I'm going to save a little bit of this bone broth and put it on her kibble tonight. She'll like that a lot. And I don't even care if a little bit of this sticks, because again, everything's going to go in this pot. So there's going to be plenty of liquid, and we're going to capture all those little bits that'll be in the soup, and they're going to give it flavor. Okay, they'll have to be cooked through. I just wanted the outside to be a little bit brown. Oh, and this smells so good. But you know, before I do that, I'm going to put in a good pinch of red pepper flakes and let that get flavor. Okay, now we're going to add the bone broth. And we'll add most of this quart. But just a little bit left over for Tootsie Roll. And kind of stir and get the little bits off the bottom. Deglaze it kind of, but we're using a lot of liquid in this. It'll make it a huge mess. And this is a little bit more red pepper flakes that I ground up last night. I've got some dehydrated minced garlic, and I don't have quantities or how much of the ingredients I'm putting in there, because this one is just throw it in and it's gonna be good. I have some dehydrated celery bits. Some dried thyme, half a teaspoon maybe. I'm not measuring anything. Some dried chopped rosemary leaves, about half a teaspoon, or however much you want, it's all good. This is dried oregano out of my garden, and it's not crumbled very well, so I'm going to do that right into the pot. And now I have a can of petite diced tomatoes. I'm going to throw that in there. And now I have some fresh vegetables, and these are all out of my garden. So I've got 1 carrot, a zucchini, and some green beans that I have snapped into bite-sized pieces. We're going to throw it all in there. I have a can of garbanzo beans that I have rinsed and drained. Chickpeas, garbanzo beans, whatever they call it. These are, say, garbanzo. I have some dehydrated Swiss chard. I like putting greens in my soups. And just, again, however much you want, whatever you have. And these are some mushrooms that I dehydrated. So we'll put a few of those. Now we're just going to let that cook, and we'll come back in a little while and taste it to see if it needs anything. But I think it's going to be really good soup. Look at everything in there. So I'll come back in a little while and we'll see how this soup is doing. Alright, this has been cooking maybe half hour or so, give or take. I didn't check. I added a little bit of beef base, so it also gave it a little bit of salt, and it's a low sodium, so that just gave it just the right amount of salt. Everything is pretty much done in there, but I think I'm going to add just a little bit of dried parsley. And this is, again, out of my garden. So we're just going to add some of that to it. And let's take a taste. I'm just going to taste the broth. I want to know what seasonings this might need. And I also added some tomato powder because I wanted a little bit more intense tomato flavor. Oh, that is so good. I am really happy with the seasonings. So I'm going to let this cook just a few more minutes for the parsley to kind of get incorporated. And then we're going to taste this soup. Alright, here is my soup. And I've already tasted it for seasonings, and I know it's good. So now I'm going to have a taste. And I've got some sausage, tomato, green bean, I just love soups that you put everything in and they always turn out so good. Got some chickpeas. Perfect. And I'm going to serve it with some of my sourdough bread that I put Gruyere cheese and black pepper in last night, and it is so good. Perfect with the soup. So if you want to see that, let me know. Thank you for watching. God bless. If you like this, please subscribe and hit the little notification bell. That way you know anytime I upload a video. Again, thank you, God bless, and we'll talk again soon.